right?
Fine, thanks. What are you looking for?
I haven't seen the girls around. Maddie and the others.
No, and you won't, silly.
Oh, I guess not. It's a good thing you married into it, eh?
All right, keep it below. Come on, come on.
I don't think I want to stay down very long this day.
Yes, you remember the last?
Come on, then.
Right, get out of here. Back to your buttons, what?
Get that gun in, Cecil!
Mind your business.
Mother's got a cold. I told her we'd drop by.
Oh, she's going to be spitting mad. She's not seeing the parade.
Well, she's seeing it. Don't you worry.
Sus, where are you? Oh, there she is.
Well, here I am, and there you are. And what are you doing out of your house?
Oh, I can't sit still, you know me.
It's not done. Not in that condition.
What? There were 10 of them down there like that.
Oh, you stop that. And didn't I tell you to bring me a taste of Una Sullivan's peach cake from the sale?
Well, I tried the cake. Didn't we try it? Only you came back up again, so I didn't think you'd want it, being as it was not in the same class as your own.
You're such a fibber. Isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
You must promise me, dear, not to let him open his mouth during the last week, or sure as heaven, the child will be as big a fool as the father is.
Oh, I'm glad you couldn't see him carried on down to the parade.
Oh, I can imagine. It's just as well I wasn't there, although it's the first I've missed. The very first.
You were the first parade, weren't you, Mother? Out there all alone in tassels and bells and things.
Oh, ignore him. Just tell me how you are, dear.
Well, still haven't seen a change. I'm not even tired, you know. I'm stronger, in fact. I think it's those preserves you've been sending over.
All right, ready now.
What for?
Well, I've got to play horseshoes.
Uh-huh. Go and play your horseshoes.
Yeah.
He needs me along.
Why?
Well, it's a championship, and I said I would watch him.
Oh, why do you have to be watched?
Well, she doesn't have to. She doesn't want to.
I do so have to. All right. Listen, I'll come back and we can talk to our heart's content.
Yes.
Well, not so rough.
And listen, you keep her in the shade, you hear me, fool? And don't race the rig.
We didn't come by rig. We came by horseback.
Bigger and better, eh, Harry?
Yeah. Much better turnout than last year, Mr. Boyd.
I think you should be out of the sun altogether. Come on, we'll go home.
No, sir.
Would a lemon ice upset you? Huh?
That would be nice.
All right, I'll get you one. You save my seat?
What's she trying to do? Hurry the child along.
What are you doing here all alone? Could the man not face up to it?
Shush, girl, what's wrong?
Well, enjoying your public holiday, girl.
We can't even find our own men. Where'd they go?
Toronto, most likely. That's the thing to do when the odd day comes around.
Well, I wish I was with them.
Oh, so do I. And since I'm not, I'm going home to a civilized cup of strong tea.
Oh, you can have your orange, men.
I'd sooner have an Irish rose.
I'm with you,
And if you can forget that they're Catholic, it's better still.
We'll put the Pope on the end of a rope and a Mick on the end of a stick, huh?
There's more on the way.
Get away from Maureen! Maureen, don't! Fussy devils! Maureen, Peg, Tess, come on. Oh, Mr. Sturgis.
Hello, all. What happened here? You all right?
Those men, Mr. Sturgis, well, they're gone now.
They're troubling us, name calling and mix and all of that.
All right, girls, away you go now. Right, gone right up. The other girls are waiting for you, Maddie.
Well, you better go home.
Oh, yes. Get Sheila home and out of the way. Get the mix off the street. Right. What was stay over with, Edgar?
I realize that my mother's name was not an attractive name in your opinion, Edgar, but it suited her character. The name has a lot to do with character when she comes upon her religious and social responsibilities.
Oh, yeah.
The baby hears the sound of it and obeys its meaning according to the parents' reason for choosing it.
So if I'd have been called Nelson, I would have been a sailor instead of a soldier. Is that right, Mother? What do you think of my mother's name?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm afraid I didn't hear.
Oh, well, go ahead. Tell me your mother's name now, loud and clear.
Phoebe.
There. And she wouldn't even get that. She'd get Phoebe.
Her middle name was Emma.
Oh, Emma. Well, there's a vast improvement. Well, you call out Emma, you'll get run over by half the cows in the country.
And if it's a boy, it should be Martin Wellington, shouldn't it?
What? Name him after a park? No. Here's my choice for whoever's interested. I've had many a talk with the boy himself, and here's what he'd like in order of preference. Ambrose, Alf, Art, Aloysius, or Jack. Take it or leave it.
No. No, fool. Oh, Sheila, don't let him.
You're going to have to pardon me. I think my mother's name was very pretty.
What was your mother's name, dear?
Mary Teresa.
That will never do.
I believe that's Edgar's wife. Sheila? Yes, it is. It is her. Lizzie.
On an errand of mercy, no doubt.
Father Hagen. I didn't know you were anywhere around.
I was napping, in fact. It's not very responsible of me, either. I haven't seen you. Here, I mean, I've seen you in town. Of course, you're related to the Sturgis family?
Yes, I'm Sheila Sturgis. I wasn't always. Of course I wasn't. How stupid of me. I was Sheila Dooley, and the reason you've never seen me is because I've never been in this building ever. Never darkened its doors, as they say.
I see. Well, that shouldn't cause fear in you. Have you come to talk?
Well, yes, but only if you're not too busy. I mean, I could always come back.
Well, it's nice out. We can walk. Or we can sit. Which would suit you, Mrs. Sturgis?
I'd just as soon sit, Father Hagen, and get this over with as quickly as we can. I didn't mean that in a mean way.
No, quite all right.
I'm sorry I feel so backward all of a sudden. I feel the way I used to feel.
You mustn't feel that way.
It's being in here, I suppose.
I would rather that you felt uplifted than afraid in here.
Well, I don't mind somehow, you know. Because I can hear my voice again, the way I did when I'd been dragged to church in Ireland as a child. I was very young, you see. I couldn't completely understand the glory and the pure enjoyment of it.
Yes, I suppose so.
Anyway, you don't want to hear all of that muck. Now, I have not given church much thought because the Sturgis family, who are a very proud church-going family, as you must know, and they're not of the Catholic faith, of course. And, well, my faith just became less important to me. And then I married Lieutenant Sturgis and their church, and that's fine. But I want our baby brought up Catholic, and I don't care who knows it. There, you see that? I mean, that's another thing. I didn't mean that to sound the way it did. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about myself. I think I'm probably much too late getting out of bed anyway, but this baby is new, or will be, and I just don't want him not knowing who he is or what he is when the time comes for him to go through what I went through on July the 12th there.
And what was that?
Just insults and embarrassment. I didn't know we had them here, people like that.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry to say we do. Now, before the Mother Church can perform a baptism for your child, the Church must recognize your marriage. You understand that? Our bishops can give permission for a mixed marriage, but only if the children are baptized and brought up in the eyes of the Church.
So we have to go through it again, to be remarried, I mean.
It is necessary. Yes.
I see. Give me strength.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Same to you. And to you, Sheila.
Good afternoon, James.
And it is, isn't it? It's a good afternoon.
Well, is that it?
What?
That's your day's work? Trotting around the countryside, dropping off good days to all your voters?
Of course not.
Well, you could have passed us voters by, you know. We're guaranteed.
Yes, well, I'm not here for the town hall.
What? Well, you better get back there at once. There's work to be done.
Sheila, my dear, if ever you're inclined to walk away from my brother and not look back, let me say that I, for one, will understand, though it be totally against my religious beliefs.
I remember that.
Anyway, it's you I came to see. We'll pretend he's not here.
Oh, well, I'll use the time then to get another teacup full of something or other. Excuse me.
Oh, now what do I say?
About what?
About all of this. Before anything else.
What is this now?
It's, well, Open it, why don't you? Now, I'll tell you what that is. That's...
Yes?
I shouldn't have brought it.
No, please tell me.
Well, that was mine. Well, so they tell me. When I was a child, of course, so how could I tell, eh? But they say it was.
Yes, but...
Oh, why did I bring it here? Is that what you're asking? Well, why not? Well, what I mean is I had a time talking Mother out of it, but I think he should have it. It will be a boy, won't it? But you don't have to answer now. Emily and I never had a boy. We had girls. Oh, as good as you'll get, make no mistake, but not a boy. Until now. Perhaps. Oh, he's back. Anyway.
That is really very generous of you.
Well, it's not really very much, but I hope to remember to tell him who it came from.
What's that? Your old bracelet, James?
As a matter of fact, it is.
If it's a she, can she have it?
Of course. And she won't have to work in the tannery.
That's so very kind of him.
Yes. He's a very surprising man. You know where he's off to now, of course.
In town hall.
Church.
What for?
To make a donation. He'll want us all together now. One pew behind the other. Guaranteed. Leave me alone to talk to myself? Now, let's have it. You're not sick. Everything's all right.
Yes. I have been keeping a bit of a secret from you. I've been afraid.
Well, you have every reason to be. I could be your downfall.
Please.
I'm sorry.
I want the baby brought up Catholic. Now, wait, don't... Sorry. Go ahead, say what you have to say first.
Nothing in particular to say. Tell me what you expect me to say.
It's just been with me for so long that by now I've had you taking an axe to me for even thinking about it. I want this, Edgar. I really want this. I really, really want this. I've got to know that I come from somewhere. And I don't mean home, I don't mean Ireland, not that. It's being slung out into the world in any old direction to land and stick to the first place that would have me. I mean something else. You are strong, Edgar. Don't you think for 1 minute that I don't know that. But God help me, strong as you are, I have got to have my own right arm as well.
Are we still discussing the baby?
It's the same thing. Edgar, it's exactly the same thing. Listen, I've been called a dirty Galway and a biddy and a paddywhack for doing absolutely nothing. Well, so I might as well be called a chest-pounding papist for going to church, and so might the baby.
Feeling strong enough about it, aren't you?
Yes.
Staying awake nights. You should have been getting 10 hours sleep.
I am fine, thank you. I've been talking to Father Hagen.
Oh, have you? Good man, Jack.
Oh, he admires you, too.
Oh, then he is a good man.
And you won't have to convert.
Well, that'll save a bit of time. So all this while you've been roaming around here with slouched shoulders. I've been blaming it on the baby. Now I find out it's the Pope's fault.
Edgar.
Oh, I'm sorry. Forgive me, that's just me. Don't pay any attention. I used to rip up carrots out of our Reverend Foster's garden, and I called him a left-footer. And his church a godbox.
Edgar, I'm serious, Edgar.
this going to make any noticeable difference to me?
No. But I'm going to have to be remarried.
And I suppose I'll have to.
Edgar? I want to see you in the house.
While I'm there, I'll put together a bit of food for us. I won't be long.
Go mad.
Mother?
This is a deliberate attempt to cross me. Is this what I mean to you? All my good work, and I'm told it's a waste,
Oh, now,
a waste. Do you expect me to cleave my allegiance down the middle?
She has a mind of her own.
She didn't always have. Oh, she was quiet enough about her love of church when she was first taken in.
Well, she was a confused and neglected girl. Now she needs her faith again. You have yours, she has hers.
They're not the same, pardon me.
Her health and peace of mind are what I have to think about at the moment. She can have whatever she wants, as long as it gives her strength. Now, Sheila is of the Catholic faith, pure and simple.
There's nothing pure and simple about that, my poor misguided boy.
Please, Mother, don't suffer because of this. She's the same wonderful girl you love. And you do. I know you do. You can't take that back now. I won't have it.
She's a Catholic Irish servant girl, and she married you. And afterwards tells you that you've been living in sin. She has to change, because she's no longer good enough in the eyes of God. But you can stay the same. If you were her sin, what are the rest of us? What am I?
Who's that? Oh, Maddie. Maddie. Someone's there.
Where?
At the door, at this time.
Then answer it.
Yeah, but at this time.
Look out of my way.
Oh, hello. Hello, all.
It's Sheila.
Oh, Sheila!
Oh, and look
Now
at
be
everything.
still.
Look. Well, come in, why don't you?
I will, thank you.
No. Sit here. Oh, no. Sit here.
Well, look at this. Look at all you've done.
Yes, we even have a curtain up, and we're in one place at last.
Yes, very proud we are.
Where are Maureen and Tess?
Oh, they had to work late. Would you have some tea?
No, just drop by for a minute. Edgar's finishing off some business at the Maffick.
Oh, please, have some tea.
No,
She doesn't want any.
Well, to tell the truth, I just thought I'd like to talk the way we used to. I really missed that. You all right?
Why wouldn't we be? Are you all right?
Oh, yes. I just came by. Well, I might be seeing you at Mass on Sunday, girls.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. I've made up my mind about a few things. Those men at the parade started me off.
Oh, they wouldn't have touched you anyway.
Have some tea?
What do you mean?
Well, look what church you're married to.
Or a raisin bun. Would you have a raisin
No,
bun?
thank you, Peg. I'm not hiding, if that's what you mean.
But you can, if you want to.
Oh, Maddie, you don't know.
Good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Sturgis.
Ah, there she is. Thought she was lost. Hello, Peg.
Have some tea?
No, thank you. Time you were home, I think.
I'm ready. Good night, girls.
Mr. and Mrs. Sturgis are...
Leave it. Pay no heed to her. She's in a black mood again. Good night, Peg. She's good, you know. She really is.
Of course she is. Good night, Peg.
Nice night,
Yes, it is.
after all.
What do you mean, after all?
Today's over.
You sound as though it hasn't even been here.
Well, I wish it hadn't. I really wish that.
You change your mind about things?
I don't know. I don't want to fence myself off from all of you without a gate.
There'll be no fence. You'll see.
I really don't want to hurt anyone, Edgar.
Do you have any idea what you're asking me to do? Now, you may never have been the strongest pillar in our church, but you do have some idea what this could mean.
Of course I do. And I wish we could sleep it all away, but there it is. She's going to take a very real step. And I intend to fall in right alongside her. I've got to.
I can see that, but God above, Edgar, how can I be a witness again? And in the opposite church, they think the mayor's gone simple in the head, and they'd put me away. No.
No, James.
How can I, man? The council would never take me seriously again. I'd have to work twice as hard trying to put my decisions across. They think half my interests are down the street with the other crowd.
I see.
You'll be all alone. Oh, well, you know that, I suppose. Oh, you'll be somewhere in the middle. No real position.
Don't you fret about me. As you said, James, I was never the first to queue up for the God box.
Stop that!
No matter what color a building it
You're
was.
speaking of God's house, man.
Yes, well, when I get my house in running order, I'll have another look at his. In the meantime,
Yes.
I would like you to consider something.
What's that?
I seem to recall a young man named Willie Sutcliffe, who got his freedom cut off by the courts. You were another kind of witness then, James, and your truth had to be served. I also recall seeing you take an alternate route home rather than pass by Sheila on the sidewalk. That's how badly you felt about it.
You throw that up to me now.
I'll do anything to see that Sheila gets the support she needs. And so should you.
That'll be quite enough.
We need you, James.
You see that desk there? I have a great deal of work to do.
Have you come here freely and without reservation to give yourselves to each other in marriage?
I have.
I have.
Will you love and honor each other as man and wife for the rest of your lives?
I will.
I will.
Will you accept children gladly from God, bring them up according to the law of Christ and his church?
I will.
You've declared your consent before the church. May the Lord in his goodness strengthen your consent and fill you both with his blessings. What God has joined, men must not divide. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Amen.
The sin, the deepest kind of sin. You have used our God as a puppet for your convenience. You have made of him a feather, a whim to suit your changing heart and mind.
Our God.
Oh, your God, he's no longer yours. But he is mine. He's in this house and in my heart. And none of your fanciful modern ways will tear him from me. To marry again, to insult me this way and yourself. I was at your wedding. You were supported by many and by the proper church. But this will not heal. When you defy the will of God to my face, then you are lost and choose to be.
You know who's going to need you, don't you?
The child. The child will have no conscious hold in the world if its parents cast out the will of the proper church. The poor thing is doomed at the start.
Mother.
You closed the door to Sheila?
I cannot in all conscience do otherwise. It would be false.
Then you close it to me as well, Lizzie.
The end of us, isn't it, James?
I'm here. Doctor's on his way now. He's got Mrs. Barrett with him. Do you remember Daisy Barrett? Short as a table, fat as a house, you remember? She's wonderful with babies. She's born. Leslie! Where the name of God are you? Oh, there you are. Get in. He's here now. He's fine. Ready the train. Leslie, get up here!
I'll call you when I need you, Daisy.
Now, stay down. No, you be careful. Don't you hurt that girl. Sheila. I'll just be downstairs here, my darling.
Lizzie! Wake up! Mother! Please, wake up! Something's wrong! I need you. You have to come with me now. You have to. Mother!
You're doing fine, Mrs. Sturgis. Just fine.
Don't touch.
Edgar. It isn't good news. The baby won't live. He's premature. He might last through the night, he might not.
My wife's fine.
Yes. Came through it very well indeed.
And she will have other children, Edgar.
The boy, Mother. Did you hear that?
Sir, I want Father Hagen. I want the baby baptized.
Yes.
Will you go? Will you go and get him, please?
Yes, I will.
I'm going for the priest.
If you must go, you must.
Go up there, Mother. I want you to. If you ever intend to do anything for me again, don't leave our girl alone to her suffering. She has the greatest respect for your strength. I want her to see that in your face again. She's been through enough.
Who's there?
It's only me.
Mother Sturgis.
Yes,
Mother Sturgis.
yes. It's all right. Stay still.
Have you been here long?
A few minutes. A high forehead.
Yes.
A sign of curiosity.
I beg pardon.
Curiosity. He has a lot of questions to ask. Not easily satisfied.
That's a good thing, isn't it?
It's acceptable in a boy. Girls wait to be told.
Perhaps girls know enough already.
Perhaps. Do you need anything?
Yes. Would you sit here? I think the world of it if you'd hold my hand. Now, there is something I need. I need a bowl of water.
Water? Yes.
Yes.
A bowl?
Yes, if you would.
Where would you like it?
If you would hold it, please. I'm going to baptize the baby.
I don't understand.
I have to. Father Hagen is not going to get here in time. I've got to baptize him myself, please, and you've got to help me.
But this is not proper.
Please, it's proper. I've been told I can do it. Please. Please hold the bowl. I baptize thee in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost.
Amen. Oh, child. It's over, Edgar.
I'm afraid you're too late, sir. We thought you would be. So my daughter-in-law performed the baptism herself.
I see. Now he is a child of God.
In the name of temperance, what have we here? I say, what have we here?
What might that be?
It's either soup or soup and sherry.
Just plain sherry.
Well, let's say I didn't entirely dump the sherry out before I put the soup in. Would you care for one? Out here in the open?
I won't, thanks. Edgar.
What's this about now? We'll make our footprints yet.
Leave school, but why, Campbell?
I'm going to be a learner in the factory.
I don't know what you've heard about me, but...
You hire on learners.
Yes, and?
They should be in school. They are children, not factory workers.
Someone to see you again.
Someone? Oh, Mayor Sturgis, good evening.
Oh, Jane.
If you are unable to call on me again, I'll understand.
Things are not going well anywhere.
I'm sorry. Are you looking at me as though I'm the cause?
We are not a sideshow, you know. We're not Tom Thumb and the bearded lady. Well, there was a deception. Good God, there are children involved.
And I'll pick myself a nice high spot to watch the lot of you cast that poor soul out.
Coming up next, keep the lights on and spend some time with the master of the macabre. Take a trip into the realm of mystery and suspense on Alfred Hitchcock Presents, next, only on Showcase. Viewer discretion is advised.
As I return to yesterday, I see soft downy summertimes for me to cling to. I'll journey to our garden if I may, where friends with loving ways will be for me to sing to. But if they are not the same as I've known them, still I would have all that I would need. Come tell of days so fine and oh so fair, once more to love again and all forgiving, of one with shining eyes and tender years, whom I'll be holding to my heart and never leaving.